awesome. Tessa, as we know, is an ice dance legend, gold medals galore, and we're so lucky to have her here. Tessa, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, Tess?
I'm very good. It's good to see you. You have been a big supporter of your home. I always find it remarkable that you and Scott traveled all over the world. You've seen lots of different places. You could have focused your energy anywhere, but you do it in southwestern Ontario. You do it in London, Ilderton, and it's so great to have you supporting our community. So thank you for that.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
What drives you to remain so involved in community, Tessa?
I think it's incumbent on all of us to give back when and where we can. And, that's across all levels of society in every possible way. Kindness, compassion, empathy, now more than ever is certainly necessary, for this collective good. I think there's something to coming together and giving back in any way you can, whether that's financially, with your time or energy. And this won't be any surprise to you, but it's almost selfish. Doesn't it feel good when you're doing something to help someone else?
Absolutely. I mean, the charity events that I've been able to be involved in, and the thank yous and good feelings. You want to say thank you to people for asking to be involved in stuff like this, because you're making a difference. You feel like you're making a difference, and it's not a big deal to give 10, 15 minutes of your time, but it makes a big impact on so many people. You're right.
Yeah, you're so right. And I mean, there are so many different ways to get involved. And I think programs like this are really important to have these conversations, to share the information and to raise awareness for, the really troubling situations that are occurring.
Congratulations on your new Adidas billboard. I saw this on your social media yesterday. Where some see the end of competition, I see the possibilities of new opportunities. And we're talking about opportunities tonight. When you finish something, how do you get in the mindset to start something brand new, which is what you had to do when you decided that it was time to hang up the skates and your Olympic competition?
I feel fortunate to have been able to leave the sport on my own terms and having accomplished some of the goals that I had set out to do. But there's something, about the challenge, that fear that comes with the unknown, uncertainty, and, the opportunity to adopt a rookie mindset is really refreshing. It's fun to go from feeling like you've mastered some kind of craft to, complete bottom of the barrel starting over. And, I've been trying to say yes to these new opportunities just with that mindset of wanting to learn, wanting to grow, wanting to expose myself to things that I hadn't yet had the opportunity to learn.
Well, you are an inspiration. You're a role model for young people, and that is not an easy thing to do. There is a burden that comes along with that. Are you aware of that responsibility, and how do you manage that in your life?
It doesn't feel so much like a burden. I think it's a gift, and I'm aware that the platform may be small, but however insignificant, it's there. And if there's some meaningful inspiration that I can share, or some empowerment for others, then that's really important to me. And I think that means, all those tough days at the rink and wanting to represent Canada at a certain level, then that's all worth it. And, it's a responsibility that I don't take lightly. It's very much a part of every decision I make, but what a privilege. I mean, there's nothing to complain about there.
Well, it's appreciated, and your dedication to London, the community, is fantastic. And I just want to bring her into there she is on the back of the box of your Barbie doll. Like, this has to be like a beyond dream moment for you to have your own Barbie doll. Must be incredible, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty special, and something that I wouldn't have known to dream for or aim for.
Right.
It wasn't on my to-do list ever.
on the back of the box, a quote from you: I hope that I can inspire the next generation of girls to chase their dreams and understand their limitless potential. I don't think you have to hope that because you are doing it. That's why we made sure Santa brought our 2-year-old daughter one of these things. It sits on her shelf in her room until we can tell her more about Tessa and Scott and all the great things you did representing our country and our community. Thank you, Tessa Virtue, for joining us on behalf of Youth Opportunities Unlimited.
Thanks so much, Taz. I appreciate you having me, and what a great program.
Have a great night.
You too.